Klay, you seem kind of particularly animated and fired up in that first quarter. I know there was a couple frustrating games in Phoenix earlier this year. Did the opponent at all play into kind of how fired up you seem to be?
No, I think when you make 7 and 9, you can hear me.
They can't hear you out in the world.
When you make you have a hot shooting stretch like that, it tends to let out your emotions, and it always feels good.
Yeah, get back to your work. There you go.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna break routine.
Steph, Kerr mentioned that you had lost 3 in a row to Phoenix, and that was maybe some of the motivation, some of the sense that just didn't want to lose another one. Did you feel that? Do you think the team felt that?
There's always a little bit of extra motivation when you got smacked a couple times against a certain team, but it's more so about our own focus of this time of year we're in and how we need to finish strong and build some type of momentum that's sustainable. So every game is important, but you never want to go through a season not against a Western Conference opponent that you might see later, have some success for sure.
Steph, the camera captured you saying this ain't 2014 anymore after you scored on Chris. Was that just a message just to let him know that it's a different time, or?
It's all competition. You play against somebody for so many years, and the love I got for him because our history and all that. So it's just competition, back and forth. Give it and take it.
You guys were up by 22 points after the first quarter. It was your biggest first quarter lead of the year. How important is that, and how important is getting those fast starts as the season kind of winds down?
Even when we've, it's important because you want to assert yourself early, make the game as easy as possible and give yourself some life early. But we need to do it on the road. But even when we've been down big, we've fought back and found our way back into a game. So you just want to. Again, put good quarters together, stack them up, and we did that at home these last 2, and now the challenge is what do we do on Wednesday? Yeah, you like that?
Hey, Steph, happy early birthday. Question for either of you. What did you guys like about the way Jordan closed the game tonight?
His shot making was great. I mean, Jordan has great range on his jumper. His ability to get to the rim was also great, and I would say just his poise down the stretch. Although he had a couple bad turnovers, he responded by getting to the cup, a couple and one, and knocking down really big shots.
Klay, we ask all you guys about why can't this happen on the road, what's happening on the road. Do you guys think, why can't we do this on the road this season?
I think we're going to do it with these next 5 games. I think we're going to come out of this road trip with a lot of great momentum. And although history this season has been not so good to us, I think it's our time to, ramp up our ability to win games.
Klay, defensively, how are you feeling out there? You were matched up against Booker. You seem to like it.
I felt great. It's the best I felt all season. I cherish playing the other great twos like Book and Harden, DeMar, whoever it is. I mean, when you get those matchups with the best players at your position, it's just going to bring the best out of you. And as competitors, that's what we seek.
Guys, can you talk about Kevon Looney and his play tonight? Almost a double-double, plus 14. But more of the screen assists that he had, 17 points for you guys, 3 after above the break. Can you tell about his performance and how much he's been crucial for you guys?
It's well documented now just how much he provides on both ends of the floor for us and just overall his availability. He's prided himself on being ready night in, night out, taking the challenge on guarding, the other team's size and, playing above, his stature every single night. Offensive rebounds are huge, the way he sacrifices his body to get us open. and just making those big momentum plays here and there that give us so much life. And we're not the biggest team, so he has to play really large inside, and it's shown, especially over these last 2 years, and how he's prepared himself to do that, every night. So it gives us a lot. Oh, respect.
Hey, Steph, I saw it, like the last minute after Jermichael got fouled, it looked like your mom was about to run onto the floor, and Draymond was talking to her. Did you see that exchange at all? Was that kind of
like old school AAU back in the day where parents get involved? Yeah, Jermichael and D-Lee had their moment. My mom had him sitting in I gave her the tickets tonight, so she had to be with the Warriors, but she was going to switch sides to protect her son-in-law. So that was all it was about, just some good fun back and forth. Family over everything at times.
How close do you guys watch the Western Conference standings and just the fight and race for seeding at this point in the season?
I think I glance at it every day just to see, but it's not really like obsessing over it. It's just more motivation to know we need to finish the season strong to put ourselves in the best position possible, seeding-wise, and then, maybe the last 2 or 3 games you'll start to look, 5 games maybe, to see where the matchups might be. But other than that, it's just a good to know, not anything that dictates how we play.
With Memphis being part of this key road trip, do you guys sense, can it be considered a rivalry when you guys have all these titles? They're a young team trying to get what you want. I mean, Steve has mentioned sort of that they're the young team trying to dethrone you. I mean, how do you guys consider that, whether it's a feud or a rivalry with that group?
I don't want to be short, but no. It's just, a team that is tough to beat. They're really talented. But first off, we got 4 more games before that to, take care of our business before we even, around that, maybe before we get to Memphis. But it's more so just a team you need to play well to beat, but the history isn't there really yet. So just block that out and play basketball.
Steph, we have not seen you and Klay at the podium together since the old days. Do you remember last time you were up there with Klay, and what's it like to be up here with him?
Well, I got a birthday gift out of it, so that's dope.
Machine right there.
But nah, it's I don't know. I don't remember the last time in the back rooms of Oracle, but
Last time I think it was the finals.
the 2019. Were you making paper airplanes then?
Yes.
Oh, my bad.
Been doing it for a long time.
My bad. Every time? My bad. So, yeah, it's nice. And I got dinner to get to. So, thank y'all. Is that it? Oh, damn, Marcus. Go ahead. When do you do it?
When they're all done asking questions.
Which about you or part of you or your life, whatever, feels the most 35?
Good question.
Probably
just the the work it goes into getting ready for games. It just requires just a little bit more time and intentionality behind it, but I can get to that point where I still feel like 25-year-old self out there. So just the mindfulness about what it takes to get your recovery, get primed for games, and that whole process that you have to embrace it and accept it and have fun with it, because it is a lot of work and it's not glorious at all. So maintain that, and I got a lot more years left in me.
Goal is to clear that metal barrier. Damn. That's a good one. Oh.
I might have won that one.